The search for Michael Burham is prompting comparisons to another jailbreaker. Remember Ralph Bucky Phillips? He was on the run for several months back in 2006 before he was caught in Pennsylvania.
Tonight, News 4 Investigates speaks with Phillips from prison by phone about the parallels being drawn to the Burham case. Luke Moretti reports.
Ralph Bucky Phillips stayed on the run for 5 months from April to September of 2006 after escaping from the Erie County Correctional Facility in Alden. So it's no surprise that 17 years after his capture, comparisons are being made to fugitive and suspected killer Michael Burham, who's been on the run for nearly a week. But drawing any parallels to Burham doesn't sit well with Phillips.
It makes me feel disgusted, and I would never do things like that. That's not my character whatsoever.
What does Phillips mean by he would never do things like that? Well, in the case of Burham, he's a suspect in the fatal shooting of a Jamestown woman and is accused of kidnapping an elderly couple at gunpoint in Pennsylvania and driving them to South Carolina, where he forced them out.
Yeah, that's offensive.
Phillips spoke to News 4 Investigates by phone from his state prison cell in central New York, where he's serving a life sentence for shooting 3 New York State troopers, including one who died from gunshot wounds.
People should already know by the fact that I was out there for 5 months and I never harmed any civilians whatsoever. And yeah, that ain't cool.
The state police see it differently, having lost one of their own. Here's what the head of the agency at the time said the night Phillips was caught.
Bottom line is, the good guys won here. You know, we are the good guys. He's the bad guy.
Phillips, who's now 61 years old, has been bounced around to different prisons over the years and housed in segregated confinement away from the general prison population. But he manages to pick up snippets about the outside world, like the multi-state manhunt for Burham. We ask him about the search for Burham, who's been described as a survivalist.
In order to catch someone like myself or like this guy here, there has to be someone who goes out into the woods regularly. They're not gonna catch a woodsman or a survivalist by using foot soldiers out of the city. It's not going to happen.
The Burham search is focused on rural Warren County, Pennsylvania, where there's dense forest and plenty of room to stay off the radar. Phillips says he spent time in that area when he was on the run and believes the terrain is an asset.
I could tell you, you've got all summer. I mean, there's plenty to eat out there, you know. July is here. There's berries, there's nuts, there's everything out there right now. So, and a man with a fishing pole or a rifle, you can stay out there indefinitely.
Phillips, who grew up in the Chautauqua County area, triggered one of the largest manhunts in New York State history. He tells News 4 Investigates that he would often keep a low profile during the day and move around at night.
You could stay out of view of society, and that's not very difficult. I mean, as long as you stay out of the cities and towns and away from masses of people.
During a recent news conference by Pennsylvania State Police on the Burham search, the name Ralph Bucky Phillips came up. Reporters wondering how law enforcement technology has changed nearly 2 decades later and whether lessons have been learned.
There are certainly always lessons to be learned. You know, over the years, we've had a number of searches. What I would tell you is that the technology is constantly changing. Much like your cell phone changes over a period of a few years, so does the technology that's available to law enforcement. We try to stay ahead at the cutting edge of that technology.
How and when will the Burham manhunt end? Phillips offers this.
His abilities are there, and he says he's military, ex-military, so he knows about escape and evasion. And as long as he keeps following the thing that he's been following and staying in the woods, it's going to be a difficult task for the law enforcement, no doubt about it.
Phillips tells News 4 Investigates that if Burham is in the woods, he could travel long distances by using some back roads along the way. He says as long as he stays clear of any contact with people, the chances of catching him right away are slim. Luke Moretti, News 4.
Well, as we continue to follow the manhunt for Michael Burham, be sure to receive breaking news alerts on our free News 4 app.